In this video, we're going to discuss how templates work and their relationship with risk scores from low risk to medium risk to high risk. So using the example of a customer risk assessment, if we go in here, we can view straight away there are different scores that will trigger whether it's a low risk, a medium risk, or a high risk client. Anything below 250 is low risk. Anything between 251 and 500 is medium risk, and anything above 501 will be high risk. And if you're wondering what these review dates are, this is in reference to when you would need to do a renewed client due diligence check on a customer, which includes an ID verification as well as a client risk assessment. For example, if you are working with a client, maybe you've sold a property for them or you've had a legal matter with them, if they then return to you and they're working with you perhaps 2 years later, if they are low risk, you would not need to complete a new check. However, if they're high risk, given that it's been more than 1 year, you would need to then go and complete an additional client due diligence check on them. Further down, we can see how these questions directly affect whether or not they're coming back as a low risk, medium risk, or high risk clients. As you can see, some of these questions will immediately flag the client as high risk. Now, an important distinction to make here is just because they've come back as a high risk client does not mean that you cannot work with them. It simply means you need to go through the process of collecting additional information, or what we call enhanced due diligence, where you need to collect a source of funds and a source of wealth series of documents and attach it to the client level. Further down, you'll see an example of where some of the questions are much lighter in weighting. For example, a common question is a third party acting on the customer's behalf as their representative? This could be a power of attorney, or this could be a buyer's agent in the case of real estate. In this case, just because you select yes, as we saw further above, because it's below that 250 points, that keeps the client as low risk. Getting an understanding of how these risks templates affect your risk status can be helpful, but we also do this automatically for you, so you don't need to worry about these scores.